How's you going today, guys? It's temperature wise, it's not bad. Minus 15, 14, 15 today. But it was foggy as hell, and the hoarfrost was something else. Like, it was just literally the power. There's been power outages because of the hoarfrost on the power lines. Anyway, what's going on? Well, we're building around bale feeders. So this one is a 3-bale feeder. I didn't quite have enough steel cut. So right on the end, see that bottom rail? Well, I got to cut another one to go from that point all the way across to that point. And then another one for the very top right there, across to there. And then we need one at the 7-foot point in. So approximately, I didn't measure it, but approximately from right there. So from right here, coming across to there. And then I need, actually that one's going on the top. It goes on the top rail. From there, across to there. And then I need one in the middle. From that point there, across to that point there. I can kick this thing off because it ain't going nowhere. And then another one at the top, right around here someplace. From there to there. Yeah. So I need to cut 3 more pieces of steel, and I don't got any at the shop. I got to bring some more up, so I think we're going to just say screw it for today. I'll get the rest of the steel brought up tomorrow morning. But yeah, she's coming. We almost got her. One more half-decent day, a couple 4 or 5 hours in the shop, and I'll have this sucker all wrapped up. Kind of cutting the steel as I go. I guess I could cut a shitload and have it stacked up back here, but I never. So whatever, you know, it is what it is. I could cut this one into a 7-footer if it's long enough. It'd be real goddamn close. But lots of this stuff back here is set up for windbreaks. Anyways, and then it's just scrap pieces kicking around. Of mostly 2 and 7. So not the same size as steel, because this stuff is all 2 and 3/8. It'll still, by the time I'm done with her, she's going to be heavy, heavy, heavy. Because we still got to put those 2 long ones in. They go in the middle, more or less, because this thing is fully cradled. So, and there'll be a bunch more of these bars right here that have to be cut. Anywho, tomorrow's another day. I'm going to let you guys go for today. It's January, I think, the 6th. We'll see what happens. I know CP, there's a gun show going on in the city. I know CP would like to go to that, but that's tomorrow and Sunday, so maybe we can go on Sunday. Anywho, I'm going to let you go. We'll talk to you all later. Well, how's it going today, guys? We've been playing in the shopperage all right. So, back on this darn thing. It's a lot of work building these, especially the way I'm building them with the cradle inside too. So it's a shitload of steel, a shitload of cutting, and you do have to brace from side to side, midway point. So if you see down there, we've got a 2 and 3/8 going across right there. One on the top at the 7-foot mark. Right here. Another one on the top right here. And this does 2 things. It holds your sides from spreading, and it separates each bale section. So it's a 3-bale feeder, so when you come in, if you happen to have 2 bales on your loader and you drop it right here and you're off a little bit, that one bale will always flip onto the one side or the other side. Yeah. So I got 4 pieces of steel to put in over there for my cradle on this side. And I got to get some more steel cut. So what do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 6 pieces of steel more cut. And I get about 6 pieces out of a 24-foot length. But we almost got her cased. Once these cradle pieces are all in, then we got to flip it up so I can get to the weld on the underside on this sumbitch. We'll just flip it up on the one side. Anywho, no time like the present, so let's keep at her, right? We'll catch you guys in a little bit. Alrighty, guys. So, what's the worst thing that could have happened today? A Saturday. I've got the steel. I gotta cut it yet. The flat bar that goes right there. And then another one right there. And same on the other end. Just gotta cut it, drill a few holes, and we're done. But we're not done because that thing right there is telling us we're done. And there ain't nothing left coming out of that friggin' tank. She is dry. I managed to get all this welded up. We got some porosity in a couple spots on the underside, but we've got good solid welds on the top side. This one right here is really shitty, but that'll be okay there because all of these bars are welded in good, which will give that stability too, right? Anyways, shit. But that's what she looks like when it's standing up on its side. If anybody's curious, right there. There's a lot of steel. This fucking thing is heavy, let me tell you. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. There's just about 10 lengths of 2 3/8 oil field pipe. So there's 1,000 pounds worth of steel, worth of 2 3/8 oil pipe. And there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 lengths of steel on that square bar, square tubing, this coil pipe. It's a little bit thicker than 1/8. It's like almost 3/16, but not quite. Anyways, so yeah, this feeder probably weighs, well, it's 155 pounds per length of 2 3/8. So whatever that works out to, times 10 basically. So yeah, there's that's 1,500. This feeder is almost 2,000 pounds by itself. She's a heavy sumbitch. Anyway, I'll let you guys go. We'll catch y'all later. Morning, everybody. How y'all doing today? Hope you're all having a good one. Sunday, January, I have no idea. 7th, 8th, something like that, I'm thinking. What's going on? Well, today there's a gun show in the city that CP and I were thinking about going to. And check that out. Go hook up with the boys. Maybe have lunch or whatever. And yeah, that's about it, really. Don't have to do much for choring around here today. Had some bad news yesterday afternoon. My buddy Kyle, lots of you guys have seen Kyle in past videos. The last video was when him and I went shopping in the city together. At least that's the last video he was in. He moved out to Swan River, Manitoba, and he's got a place out there, and Kyle's a Red Seal welder, kind of sort of got his own business going on, welding. Anyway, he was on the job site. He works for a company, a logging company, and he was on a job site and had a job site accident. And so here's prayers for Kyle. He's in the hospital. Broke his arm in 3 places, in between his elbow and his wrist. Broke his shoulder blade. Damaged his brain a little bit. His skull, his head. Didn't break nothing, but lots of bruising. Bruising around some of his organs, I guess. Maybe his spleen, kidney area. And so, yeah, he's in rough shape. So they put him under the knife yesterday. Got his arm all, I'm assuming they put steel pins all through his arm and everything. I don't know what they did about his shoulder blade. But now they're keeping him in for a few days to check on him to make sure that he doesn't get some kind of internal infection. So yeah. So that's kind of a son of a bitch. I was thinking about going out there and paying him a visit, but I talked to him this morning and he said don't bother because he doesn't know how many days he'll be in the hospital there in Winnipeg. So once he gets out of the hospital, providing everything is good, and gets back home, or at least gets to go back to Swan recovery, and get a room in Swan or something like that for a recovery room, then we'll go up there and see him once he gets back home. So, but yeah, something about how he was working on a D8 cat. He had to do some welding on it, and I don't know, there was a skidder close by that hooked a tree and knocked it over, and it came down on top of him while he was standing by the cab of the cat or some damn thing. I really don't know what happened, but freak accidents happen, shit happens, and unfortunately Kyle got smacked, right? And so prayers for Kyle. That's all I can really say. Anyway, I'm going to end this video right here with this one. I'll keep you guys in the loop as to how Kyle does in the future, but yeah, send us his prayers for Kyle again, and thumbs up on the vid. And guys, she's a tough one to take when a good buddy like this gets injured, right? So young family and so on and so forth. But there's the round bale feeder, still waiting on me to get some welding gas, but that'll have to wait until tomorrow because today's Sunday, right? Anywho, I'm going to let you guys go. We'll talk to y'all later.